Let's watch a propagandist contradict herself.
There's a few important points we have to keep in mind. First of all, these are renter crowds, so they're being paid every night. Anyone goes out, they get paid by the Islamic regime. That's the first thing. The second thing is that half the crowd, or at least even more than half the crowd, they're not even Iranian, because we've already seen footage of Islamic regime supporters from Iraq, from Afghanistan, from Pakistan. We've seen Hezbollah, we've seen even like some Palestinians who come in and they join the crowd. So at least half the crowd we already know is not even Iranian. That's why we Iranians say that this is an occupying force. On top of that, you're not seeing the anti-regime Iranians coming out right now, because the Islamic regime has said anyone who comes out against the Islamic regime will be shot down. And we already saw what happened to unarmed Iranian freedom fighters back in January. President Trump confirmed over 40,000 Iranians murdered in 2 days alone. So that's sort of where we stand. And so what we're seeing on Islamic regime TV right now is 100% propaganda. You have to keep in mind, Iran is a country of 90 million people. About 5%, I would say, maximum 5%, support the Islamic regime. So you're looking at roughly like 4.5 to 5 million people maximum who support the Islamic regime. But the other 85 million people, they're done with the regime. And what they're saying is that they want the United States and Israel to continue the attacks against the Islamic regime. They want the Islamic regime to be eradicated. And they only trust His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince of Iran, Reza Pahlavi, to transition the government from an Islamic dictatorship to a functioning secular democratic society. And that's why the internet has been shut down now for over 60 days, because the Islamic regime does not want the world to know what Iranians think.
Did you catch that? So from the beginning, she's saying she knows everything about what's going on the ground, right? And then towards the end, she's like, oh, that's why the internet has been shut down for 60 days. They don't want you to know what's going on inside of Iran and what the Iranian people think. That's very interesting, Goldie, because, well, first of all, I think your name is Ghamari. You changed it. I don't know. You want to tell us why you did that? Anyway, first of all, she talks about being paid. She has an Israeli flag behind her. She took a trip to Israel. How much are you being paid, Goldie? Tell us how much you're being paid for this propaganda. Second of all, let's go back into that. So how do you know how much percent of Iran is doing what right now, saying what they want? Because if the internet's out, where are you getting this information? And where are these figures from? Was there some kind of poll data you want to show us? Like, where are these facts from? Especially from a disgraced former politician who, was removed and also, can't practice law because her law license was suspended. Took photos with this guy named Tommy Robinson. She has said to blow up mosques, to the point where police had to show up to her house and say, like, you can't be saying this or we're gonna have to arrest you. And then this lady, like, she says, oh, these Pakistani people and this and that people. I'm sorry, what? Where are you getting this information? How do you know what's going on the ground? And she says at the beginning of this video, she's like, oh, like every week she's been giving these like updates. How do you know what's going on the ground? And you're also telling people there's a blackout, and also saying, oh, finish the job, this and this. They want you to blow up like the country, which is ridiculous because no, they don't. Bombs are not going to free anybody. And she talks about, oh, these like executions in other videos. She talks about, oh, these executions in Iran. But like, you're going to blow those people up as well as other civilians who have not been convicted of crime. So make it make sense, Golsa. Make it make sense. I mean, you took a trip to Israel. Did they not give you any propaganda classes? Because, I mean, it's like wild to me that you're so bad at this after doing it for so long and being paid for it too, right? Like, how much are you getting paid? Like, they couldn't find anybody better than you? Like, be so for real. Be so for real. It's so in our face right now. Like, it's so in our face. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody can easily catch this without my help. Also, I find it extremely ridiculous that a Canadian is telling our president what to do, telling people what to do with our tax dollars, our U.S. troops, our soldiers' lives. They're not your toy soldiers, Goldie. If you want to go fight, go fight. You want to send your government there, go do that. But you do not get to sacrifice U.S. troops, U.S. lives for your little ambitions, for your little puppet masters.